Hello, thank you for joining with me. We are in A Course in Miracles, Volume 3, the Manual for Teachers. Section 24 is Reincarnation True? In the ultimate sense, reincarnation is impossible. There is no past nor future, and the idea of birth into a body has no meaning, either once or many times. Reincarnation cannot then be true in any real sense. Footnote 185, that reincarnation cannot be true in any real sense means it cannot be true on the level of reality. How can we actually enter into a succession of bodies over time when bodies and time do not really exist? This does not mean that reincarnation cannot happen within the dream. It just means that if reincarnation does happen within the dream, then like the rest of the dream, it is not real. And back to the text. Our only question should be, is this concept helpful? And that depends, of course, on what it is used for. If it is used to strengthen the recognition of the eternal nature of life, it is helpful indeed. Is any other question about it really useful in lighting up the way? Like many other beliefs, it can be bitterly misused. At least, such misuse offers preoccupation and perhaps pride in the past. Footnote 186. Preoccupation probably means preoccupation with one's own past lives. Pride probably means pride over one's supposed past lives as important personages. Back to the text. At worst, it induces inertia in the present, 187. One way that reincarnation can induce inertia in the present is that it can make the mistakes of the past seem more powerful than our ability to choose in the present, thus making real change seem impossible. And back to the text. At worst, it induces inertia in the present, which is what I just read. In between, many kinds of folly are possible. Reincarnation would not, under any circumstances, be the problem to be dealt with now. If it were responsible for some of the difficulties the individual faces now, his task would still be only to escape them now. If he is laying the groundwork for a future life, he can still work out his salvation only now. To some, there may be comfort in the concept, and if it heartens them, its value is self-evident. It is certain, however, that the way to salvation can be found by those who believe in reincarnation and by those who do not. The idea cannot, therefore, be regarded as essential to the curriculum. Footnote 188. Given that this statement follows from the idea that salvation can be found by those who believe in reincarnation and by those who do not, it seems to mean that the idea of reincarnation is not essential to the universal curriculum, not just the course's curriculum. The whole question of karma, which is linked with reincarnation, is not really necessary to religion at all. And back to the text. There is always some risk in seeing the present in terms of the past. Footnote 189. See the question of karma in Chapter 5, Section 7 for a discussion of the dangers of seeing the present in terms of the past. And back to the text. There is always some good in any thought which strengthens the idea that life and the body are not the same. And we're going to pause there. Thank you so much for joining with me. We are in section 24, Is Carnation True? And tomorrow we will pick up on paragraphs 3, and 4. I love you. Thank you for joining with me.